What's up, guys? Right here, and today we're going to be going over the Smite patch notes for 4.15 Corrupted Arena. Basically, we got the skins, Fabulous Chiron, too rainbowy, Sunkissed Amaterasu, which looks really nice in the card art, Moonlit Artemis, happy they changed the model for it, because it's changed up a little bit, just makes it look interesting. Gentleman Sun Wukong, quite glad. I love the Gentleman skins, like I have Gentleman Fenrir and On Her, and they both look really neat. Dragon Kin Scotty, I like it. Looks really neat. I haven't seen any of these in game yet, though, so that's sad. Dragon Drake Kukul Khan, I'm glad because one of my favorite ones out of the tier 5s for the 2017 Odyssey was Kukul Khan. I didn't really like the Soul one, so I'm glad they added it as just a normal skin in the final form. Noble Esports Zeus, I'm glad they don't just have the t-shirt anymore. It's stuff like glasses or some of them have headsets. The recolored Sun Wukong Masteries, which always makes me happy, whether I play them or not. Which I actually play Wukong quite a bit. Amaterasu Dance Emote, nothing special there. Okay, the new adventure, Corrupted Arena. So basically, they took the arena, put it as a separate thing, like all the adventures where it's just off to the side. It doesn't completely redo arena. You can still play the regular arena, but the bundle comes with the Kukul Khan skin, the award skin, music theme, avatar, the gold key, and which adds the Scotty Dragonkin to the gold vault. It also unlocks arena points, which from what I figured out, you can use to open chests. I'll have to look further into that, see what you can get in those chests or what chest it gives you. Project Olympus. That makes me sad. I don't get to see what comes to console, but we can get some of the other things. Player stats, players will now be able to see their stats on the main HUD. So I'm guessing that's like next to your build or your abilities, and that or up near the top. I guess you get to choose. So basically, the points that determine where you are in the God leaderboard is if you're number 1 or number 47. It now shows the points on which the point value and all that, so you know. It's basically just fixing memory problems to make PCs run smoother, which will be nice for many people. Triumphant chest. Upgrade description, make it clear on what items are contained in each chest. Yes, because I got my first triumphant chest and I just got 15 favorite boosters. Like, I was so excited because I thought I was at least going to get a skin. And what do you know, I got a skin from one of the other ones that isn't as good, but you know, the best one didn't give me anything good. Okay, consumables. Fixed item that would purchase consumables while dead, resulting in the item disappearing and the player losing gold. That's definitely not good, especially if you buy one of the power pots or the defense pots. Not good. Bank time has been properly decreased to 60, down from 90. Okay, so I'm guessing when they did the change to where there's the letting people know who you want to play, how they were supposed to reduce the bank time of how much you had after the fact that it didn't go down to 60 like it was supposed to. Increasing arena gold spooling because, you know, getting to Hootie when you have 4 tickets. Not really fun or useful, usually. Sometimes it is, though. Very rarely. Mid-harpies reduced XP because they realized that people would be able to go off, get the mid-harpies, hit level 2, and then that would just give them so much more pressure over the people who are still level 1 who might not have gotten those harpies. So now you're going to want to prioritize the buffs. Basically fixing the problem where with Shan, he could use the Vampiric Shroud, the passive, on his jump ability, and it would proc each time you hit with the jump, or his knock up slam, hook slam I think it's called. You would knock him up with that, get the passive procced, then slam down, passive proc again. Not supposed to do that. Fix an issue where Alkalin's Wildstorm will get the bonus damage early. I don't know much about that. Never noticed it. So, when in doubt, good that they're fixing bugs. Fix an issue on where landing on unleashed monsters would not deal damage. Again, fixing bugs, good. Fix an issue where RDO will lose the ability to basic attack or cast abilities. Yeah, that's a big problem, even on a Guardian who's quite broken on release. But it's important to fix that. Fix an issue where this could take an extra time in his Berserk form, I believe. Honestly, that one tick, it doesn't matter too much, but like I said, fixing issues is good, and then fixing an issue where it doesn't properly benefit from physical power. Fixing Raijin some more, they need to just do that big fix that, puts him back to where he was maybe, and then does some other things to help out, because he is weak. Horribly weak. Basically, they're trying to change up Hunter builds here, because there's always the early start of Icky-Vol or rushing Transcendence. So what they're doing is they're reducing the base attack speed by 5%. It's going to change stuff, but not too much. They decrease the steal that you get to where it only steals and it gives you 7 per hit with the same of 3 stacks. So that's overall 9 less power that you're going to get. It's nice. Silver Branch reduced it to, yet again, you're only going to get 7 power out of it. Same attack speed as Icky-Vol. Cursed Gauntlet decreased the cost to 1450. From 1450 to 1400. So this is going to raise Bloodforge by 50. So Bloodforge is going to be a little more expensive. Devourer's Gauntlet, which I believe they do something to get to Bloodforge. But Devourer's Gauntlet, they're reducing the cost by 50. So overall, no price change of Informed Devourer's Gauntlet. Increase the physical power you get from it based to where it's 30, and per stack 2.5. Decrease the max stacks to 70, which not really going to do as much. Getting those stacks is still going to be a pain, especially on people who don't let you stack properly. Decrease the max. Already went that. Completed Devourer's Gauntlet stacks give you 35 physical power, and decreased physical lifesteal from stacks from 15% to 14%. Basically, you're going up a whole 10 power from having 55 power to now having 65 power, which is going to do quite a lot, in my opinion. I'm probably going to be building this a lot more, and the lifesteal is the main reason why I will be building this, because with what they're doing with a bunch of other crit things. Honestly, they're decreasing the cost from 1750 to 1700 and increasing the physical lifesteal by 5%. Honestly, I already love this item, and now that the base lifesteal is higher, I love it even more, especially because on Mercury, I build this, build crit. Oh, look, I'm healing for a ridiculously large amount. I'm not going to die if I'm boxing someone out well. Bloodforge. So they reduced the cost by 50, so Bloodforge cost stays the same at 1400 after Cursed Gauntlet. Executioner, increasing the physical power from 30 to 35. Basically, they were trying to bring Executioner up since they toned down Icky-Vol. They were like, hey, we gotta make at least a fair trade out of this, I'm guessing. Deathbringer. I love this. So basically, once you get to, I believe it's Short Sword, to get to Deathbringer, it's 1700, Rage is 900, and Malice is 1500. Well, they reduced the total cost of Deathbringer by 200. So that brings it down to the same cost as Malice, which is great because you can build that Deathbringer early damage spike 200 gold sooner, which is great. Poison Star, increasing the critical strike chance. I never liked the 15%. It didn't fit well. And when you're already going for a less powerful item that's passive, doesn't even give you a whole lot more damage because of the utility of being able to chase people easier, it doesn't make it worthwhile if you're not going to crit often enough to proc the passive, which is what you would build it for. Titan's Bane and Obsidian Shard. Basically, they reduced both their cost to 2150. Basically, reducing the overall cost by 150. So you can build them a little sooner. so it doesn't take as long to build up to get rid of Guardian tank in your way, which is always sad. Rip. I love Guardians, but I might not love them anymore. I like the damage. Okay, Stone of Gaia. One of my least favorite items to have people build against me, that is. Stone of Gaia passive. The originally created to counter a certain specific type of crowd control, and for that purpose it did its job. But it countered Ares, Fenrir, Tyr, Xingqian. They were basically slammed into the ground by Stone of Gaia. And also, it countered Dashi with her ult. But one of the most aggravating things, in my opinion, is it never worked on Kumakarna ult, even though it's a form of knockup, I believe. If you are hit by a knockup, knockback, pull, or grab, is a new passive, you gain 10% of your maximum health over the next 10 seconds. It can only occur every 90 seconds. Honestly, in some ways, I could see how this could be a good thing, but it could also easily be a bad thing. So let's say you get hit by just a knockup out of nowhere. If you have Stone of Gaia on you, it's going to encourage people to follow up. So otherwise, let's say Gav's walking along and he just hits you with that knockup. The Stone of Gaia is like, oh, cool, thanks, you hit me with a knockup. I just got 10% of my health back, plus the normal regeneration I have 2% of my max health every 5 seconds. So it goes from being like, hey, I have this, I have knockup immunity, you can burn it, that's sad. But now it's like, hey, I could be in lane, let a Geb knock me up on accident, look, I'm healing a lot. Shifter shield, remove 15 magical protections. I'm sad, but it needed to be done. Because the biggest problem with it is the fact that you'd get a hunter and you'd have them building protections, which could give way too much power. It needs nerfed in some way. I'm fine with this. Makes it to where mages can get past a little easier, especially seeing as everyone builds it in the early game. Mages don't build penetration as much in the early game except boots. Gladiator shield decreased the physical protections by 35. I'm from 45 to 35. 10 less protections. It's good. Because, in my opinion, Sun Wukong in lane. Breastplate of Valor, Gladiator shield. If you're playing physical, you're not going to touch him. You're just going to poke him and be like, hey, you want to play? And he's like, no, but I'll smash your face in. It's not fun. Especially since he can clear lane at the speed of God. I mean, he's a god, but no. Heartseeker. Decrease the cost to 2,300, so now it's only going to cost 1,000 at the final form. And increase the power from 25 to 30. Honestly, the whole point of Heartseeker is it's passive, and for the price it is, it feels like an early game item, but it's not as useful in the early game because early game you don't have enough power to make the extra damage as useful. I like to build it later. Probably with better stuff, like maybe a stone cutting sword. Artio. Yeah. The Guardian of Smash. Her and Kabagin could get together and have a good playtime. Might have to try that out later for a video. Energy Surge and Malprey. Basically her square. Her cone attack. Increase the cooldown from 10 seconds to 12 seconds for both. Which, good. She was getting out way too much, and if you build damage, she was hitting way too hard. Entangling Vines will now only go on cooldown once the duration finishes, rather than immediately going on cooldown. Decreasing Ferocious Roar protections buff to where it's down at max level by 20. Basically 5 per level. Where it only goes 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Which 20 less protections at the end max level, it's gonna hurt. Camazot's alt early game hitting for too much. Toned it down, left late game powerful. Freya, this hurts. I love Freya. I love playing her. I don't love being smashed by her, but I love playing her. She's fun. Unlike what people say, you just build Hastened Ring and a Stone of Ice, Gem of Isolation. Yeah, Gem of Isolation. You can then keep up with them, and then even if you're at no passive of Hastened Ring, you can still kind of keep up. be careful with how often you throw those basics. Decrease the attack speed down base-wise to 0.05 less again. Because I guess she was attacking too fast. I'll have to try that out, seeing as I'm update behind. Decrease the pulse bonus damage from 30 to 70 to 25 to 65. Basically, originally it was 20 to 60. They toned it up by 10 per level. They realized, crap, we go back. So they went back, but they're like, don't do too much. She's still a little weak that way. So they just changed it to halfway. Met me even. I'm happy about that. Rama, the only hunter we are adjusting this patch correctly. So all the other hunters are getting messed with and slapped in the face, told to build crit as hard as possible. And Rama, they're like, hey, Devourer's Gauntlet's getting buffed, which was already good on Rama. So let's debuff him a little. They changed it from 15 to 55 on his Astral Strike, which is his square that can go through anything, to where now it's 10 to 50, which, good. That's all they did this update. So, in my opinion, what is going to happen with this? I feel like Artemis, especially late game, is going to be more powerful, especially if you build Devourer's Gauntlet. Lifesteal, Shadow works well with crit, you can get Deathbringer a little easier, Executioner more powerful. So, Hunters, you're getting like flip-flop. You're going from the, if you build crit, you're cutting off a lot of your protections and things, and you want to build penetration to her. Hires like saying, hey, experiment with crit a lot more. Whereas on PS4, we were already critting all the time. Because apparently everyone thinks that the only way to build hunters on PS4 is to crit. So, buffing Devourer's Gauntlet is going to make Rom a little more powerful, but they nerfed him. I also feel like it's going to help out Apollo, because I'd like to build that on him before, and Artemis. Aussie and Bloodforge and Deathbringer. Those are all good items for Mercury. I think Mercury's going to be seen a little bit more. And then Titan's Bane, just going to see it picked up a little faster. Shifter Shield, I guarantee we're going to see an impact out of that. It's going to be great. Artio, I honestly wish they would do something to her damage. It's ridiculous. Okay, well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a fun time with the patch notes when they come out. I'll probably be doing some Freya gameplay to show off apparently how broken she is now with her little bit of buffage that they did. I'm also probably going to do a lot of other things. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe if you liked. And also like if you liked. But subscribe if you want to see more. Have a great day.